Okay, let's continue, yeah? So preconscious, unconscious, and conscious. You don't have questions, or you have? Okay, everything is clear, yeah? So let's go here. Ego, id, and superego. Have you heard about this structure of personality? What do you know? What have you heard? Okay, I will ask in different way. So from point of view from this structure. So this structure of psychic, Freud invented earlier than structure of personality. And you have to understand that usually in Russian-speaking area we divide this field, psychic and personality. Because remember, last time I told you that in Russian-speaking area, usually when someone started reading the class on psychology of personality, they usually start from individuality and personality. So it's like different concept. Yeah, but if we come back to this psychic and personality, this is different concept. So you understand? So this since it's psychic, it's our internal world. I don't know how to explain with other words. And this thing is a personality. So that is, and this is two different topic. Yeah, so model, two different models of Freud. That was the first one, and that was the second one. And usually you know how they draw it, actually similar, yeah, to this structure. Is like id, ego, and superego. Usually it's also, you see, it has the same structure, but here it's a little bit different, yeah. And you have to understand, yeah. So, for example, id. What is that?
Instincts.
Instincts, okay. Desires, wishes, and from this model, it goes from it's unconscious. So you have to understand this. And so id is totally unconscious. Yes. Id is totally unconscious. So you understand clearly, yeah, what id means. So that's good. It's like, okay, I won't go there deeper. Okay, what is the ego then? Self?
Between superego and
Yeah, it's in the middle. It's also kind of, I draw it also in the middle. but what does it mean? So id, you told me it's like instincts, yeah, desires, wishes. What ego? What is ego mean? Does mean.
Это как рациональное мышление.
Okay, so try to apply the theory on yourself, and it will be easier for you. Yeah. Remember last last lecture, we had these questions about your understanding of your own personality and the personality of other people. So try to apply also each of personality on yourself. It doesn't mean that you have to believe in each theory, but it will be a little bit easier for you. So, for example, you already understood this idea of this first model, yeah, of Freud. So second model, yeah. So all of you and all of us, we have this id. Id is totally unconscious. So another part of our personality is our ego. So you are telling me that this is kind of rational part of our personality, yeah? But what does it mean? So it's in terms of this model, how it interacts with this model. Huh? Conscious and conscious. You think it's conscious. Ego is only conscious. And preconscious. No, just tell me as you think. It's kind of really important. You were thinking, yeah. Just tell. There is no kind of right or wrong because you don't know yet. So if you will do some, I don't know, preposition, you will be asking. It will be easier for you. So ego, you are telling this is conscious, yeah, and preconscious, or only conscious. And both, yeah, conscious and preconscious, okay. Other versions, ego is, if you tell him it's a rational part of me. So what, from a point of view of this model? Preconscious. Can you explain why, by the way? You think it's preconscious and you think it's both conscious and preconscious. Just try. You have...
Superego is based on morality, right?
Yes.
And I think it's more like pre-conscious.
So morality, you think it's only preconscious? So in terms of this, so preconscious, it's like, remember, censor and guard. So you think moral things, it's only like a guard? No, think, and it will be easier to understand. So, it's just, let's not go here yet. Let's consider this part, ego. What does it mean, ego? You were telling me that this is a rational part. That I believe you kind of told me it's like conscious, yeah? That is why, yes? But you, both of you, you told also it's preconscious, and you told it's preconscious, yeah? Or you told about superego is preconscious? Super, okay. You were telling about ego, it's preconscious. Why do you think like that? So preconscious, this is part that not conscious and kind of not unconscious. So this thing I can realize, yes? So why is the ego preconscious?
Ego has to compromise between superego and id, so that one is conscious.
So I have to understand then, so in ego I understand everything. It's like I understand reality, I only can rely on my cognitive things, so nothing unconscious, in ego. So I don't have desires and all these things, so only rational thing. Think. So with it, no problem. It's very clear. But think. Ego. So all of us, according to the theory, we have ego. How you understand your own ego? Okay.
Я считаю то, что ego это и pre-conscious, и conscious, потому что, например, id нам говорит, как нам объяснял наш профессор, он сказал то, что есть базовые инстинкты, например, хочу покушать там шоколад, но суперэго говорит то, что нельзя, типа ты на диете, да, и получается эго между ними, соответственно, эго it covers and preconscious
and conscious and unconscious. Just remember this thing. So ego, please, it's very important. You have to understand these things. It's not kind of equal, because it's a typical mistake when think id is unconscious, preconscious is ego, and superego is like conscious. No, so you have to understand that id, it's a part of personality. First, what this model? It's psychic and psychic. So personality. It's not psychic, yeah? Our personality consists of psychic. You have to understand also these things, yeah? And like in psychic, we have some feature of this our people, no? Okay, so when we come to this world, when we were born, we have only id. So, we kind of born in this world with this unconscious, as we consider last lecture, yeah? But you become adult, not so fast, okay, just, but you raise, and this principle of reality requires from you other thing, and we have to construct something that covers this part. So we are when we are born to this world, we are kind of beginning to raise our personality. I don't know how to explain in different way. Understand? So we born with this part, but then ego, its structure, this part of personality, it is built under id. So it's like cover. ego, because it's the part I have to interact with you also. So I have to interact actually with id and superego, and I'm interacting with you by all these parts, to be honest. But I'm the whole person, you see. I am the whole person, and I have this id. So ego goes under this id. I have to cover somehow my instinct and desire, so not everything in this life can be kind of come true. Yeah. So not all of our wishes can be realized immediately, as we, for example, discovered with this flying. Yeah, example. If even I wish to fly, I can't jump. But I can, for example, find another way, yeah, to make this wish come true. I can go to, I don't know, to university, and I will be plane pilot. Yeah, so it's not in direct way. So you understand. So ego, this is structure that goes after id. It's like ich. Yeah, they call it in German. Like I, yeah, it's in English ego, it's like I. And ego is, it consists of actually of all these three things. So some things anyway we understand, yeah, something we can understand. So and for example, as you told, this is really a rational part, yeah, of our personality, but not only a rational part, yeah. All of this is ego. It's like I. It's like really something that protecting me from these instincts and protecting me from pressure of this superego, as Freud told. Yeah, what is superego then, and how it is connected with this structure, superego?
Values.
Oh, values, okay.
Moral principles.
Who? Rules, yes, rules. So is it conscious, unconscious, preconscious? How do you think?
Conscious.
Conscious.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Yeah.
So everyone is agree? You think it's all. So any other version?
Maybe it's unconscious and preconscious.
Okay. It's you're right. Three. It's also three. All of these three parts. Understand this thing. So this part of personality consists of these three parts of my psychic. So you have to psyche, yeah. So you have to understand these things, because not kind of every moral principle or every rule I understand. So it's easily, yeah, to prove these things. Something you don't understand about these rules that you kind of understand from your parents. So, and Freud told this that superego is kind of legacy from Oedipal complex. Dipole Complex. You have learned this Dipole Complex in this theory, yeah? Do you know what is it? What is it? Because it's really also an important part of Freud personality. Theory of person. Yes. Yes, it's like if to tell about this very simple. Yeah. But you know, yeah, this idea. Why he does like that, and what is happening? What is the result of this Oedipal drama? Yes, if we consider the myth, the story, yeah. So it was a king, yeah, who killed his father and who got married on his mother. And Freud considered, yeah, he proposed, he made some proposal that, for example, when we are small, yeah, so we don't have all this three part. So if we coming back to this theory of personality, the structure of personality, I born with id, then I have the ego, and superego is construction that goes after ego. And usually I understand what is superego only when this Oedipal drama is finishing. So it's not like a complex, it's really drama for a small child. When, for example, it doesn't matter boy or girl. So I will tell you about boy, but you have to understand that it goes both, yeah, the direction. So this Oedipal, they call it drama, all psychoanalytical, I don't know, all psychoanalytics, they call it as Oedipal drama. It's really drama, it's not just complex. Because just imagine when you were small, your mother was really important, the most important person for you. As in example you gave, yeah, with this two examples actually you gave with this case. So the figure of mother is very important, and when so that means id. So because I am born with id, yeah, and everything I want, it's kind of my mother kind of makes this thing happen, yeah, and it's like. If I'm hungry or if I'm tired, I'm crying, and mom immediately comes to me, yes. So and in that sense, okay, my wishes coming true with the help of this figure. Yeah, it's very important. But when I kind of getting older, so I can make notification. Yeah, each time, for example, I cry, she doesn't come. Understand the things? She doesn't come, and that okay, problem. But this Oedipal drama, do you know what age it started?
4.
3. So actually it goes near with psychology of sexuality, this theory of development of sexuality of Freud. Do you know? So you will kind of read about this yourself. I think it's okay, all the stages. But this is kind of Dipole drama happens on Phallic Stage. Yeah, it is called from 3 to 6. So, and if, for example, I am as a child, I have this mother as really important person in my life, and then I look and see it's another person who also wants to have her as me. So it's like competition. Do you understand this? It's like competition, and for small child, it's really drama. It's really dramatic situation, because before it was not like that, and now it's someone in competition with me. And in that sense, it's a Dipole complex or Dipole drama when I consider, I don't know, or father or mother, it depends on the gender, yeah, of a child, who is enemy, because he wants the same thing as me. So we compete to this object. But mother is the main one object for a small child. And this stage usually covers for 3 age, and usually during this stage I understand more. So I understand rules, because, for example, another object tells me, oh no, you can't kind of be, so she can't be your whole object. You have to understand, yeah. So this is separate person. Just I'm kind of trying to explain very simple, but it's not really in direct way. But you understand, yeah, the idea. So, and during this stage, I understand, okay, if I can't possess, it's like possessing, you see. Before, small child, he possesses his mother. So it's like his property. But then when this Oedipal drama happening, I can really understand that it's not my property. Someone wants to also kind of have some rights on her, and it's really heavy emotions for a small child. It's really drama. He can be angry, he can be envy, he can feel every, I don't know, different emotions. Usually it's negative. But then I understand, with the help of my parents, they kind of explain me, okay, so it's not a drama, yeah, so it's a dramatic experience, but at the age of 6, for example, they usually understand, oh, it's your mother, so if you, for example, can't kill me because I'm your father, so what then have to happen? If I can't kill you, then I can be like you. Understand this idea? then I can be like you, and that means I don't have to kill you. And at the end of this stage, phallic stage, when this Oedipal drama is finishing, so usually a small child, he understands that he can't kill father, he can be on his place. So this is a process of identification. And it's identity, yeah. So it's like usually in this stage, people understand about their gender identity, boys or girls. So it's not about how you call it. Oh my God, I forgot. So it's not about. I forgot this word. Sorry. So it's about gender identity. I mean, it's not about whom I will be loving in future. I mean, it's not orientation. Yeah, it's not about sexual orientation. It's about gender identity. It's different. Thing. Do you understand this things? So, and when this drama finishes, yeah. So child, he understands that oh, I can't kill father. I can be like him. That means I'm a boy. So when I grow up, I will get married also and will have such mom like him. Just it's an example. But if you will read, if you read the Freudian, I don't know, book, it's about guns. The book about guns. It's a small child. He described this Dipole Complex, Dipole drama. They're very good, so you can read it. Yeah, this book. And usually when this Oedipal drama finishes, we get these things that we call now superego, this morality, this consciousness. Do you understand this? Because superego becomes only after we have finishing of this phallic stage. So this is a result of this phallic stage. This is the result of this Oedipal drama, because I understand what is right or what is wrong, what is rules, what I can do, what I can't do, and all these things that we usually call as consciousness. So do you get this idea? And that means it covers all these three things. It can be unconscious, it can be preconscious and conscious. And usually, for example, when we have patients, you know, sometimes they suffer from this feeling of guilt because they have this really strong superego, and usually. If you have, for example, really strong superego, according to this theory, you kind of will be really suffering, because if you do something, or if even you will think that you can do like that, you will punish yourself. Understand? And this sin that called ego usually punishes, because, for example, if I have this desire to kill my father, just an example, yeah, not usually I can understand about this. At the age of 3 or 4, okay, it's okay for small children to tell even about this. Oh, I hate you, I kill you. Yeah. But for example, if you are 35, you already can't tell this in direct way. But there are people who really hate their parents, so it's kind of nothing awful in that. But if they have this really strong superego, I even can't, so if this thinking there is in my mind, I already try to punish myself for this thinking, because it's not good. Oh, this is my parents, how can I hate them? And that is usually a problem for psychotherapists, because such clients are coming and we have a deal with this superego really strong superego. But you know, in terms of psychotherapy, it's really easier to decrease this superego influence than to increase the superego with adult person. Because if you're adult, it's really difficult in terms of psychotherapy to increase the superego. So decrease, it's faster, but increase, it's not really working fast. It works, but it's harder.
You say that boy wants to kill mother in the phallic stage until 3 to 6.
The phallic stage lasts from 3 to 6, but it's not like from all this time he wants to kill. So it's a process. So usually it's
But what if starting from 3 years old, he has no father.
It doesn't. It's not. It doesn't have to be a real father. It can be a symbolic father. So in that sense, you don't understand the idea. Because, for example, if I'm single parent, and it's about consciousness, but the thing I'm telling you about right now, it was more described in the theory of Jacques Lacan. It's French psychoanalyst, but we won't consider his theory because it's too complicated for you, yet. Maybe later we will consider. So it's some additional, part to this Freud theory. I don't have to, for example, if I'm a single mother, it's not necessary for me to have a partner near with me, because if I have a child, it can be a symbolic figure of father. So he can be jealous with me to any other object, but I am explaining, oh, guy, you can't be so jealous, I'm not your property. So there is a rules, there are some things. And small child, he understands these things. It's not really usual, it's not usually in so direct way. It can be symbolic. Do you understand?
So parent can play a role of father and mother.
Huh? So it's not necessary to have a real father. It can be a symbolic father.
So mother can play a role of
No, it's a bad idea to play a role of both. That is why if she plays a role of both, it can be some confusing. But if mother is very I don't know how to say. So if she doesn't do like that, I just explain, for example, if, for example, I'm a single mother, I'm not like playing, oh, I'm your father. No, I'm not your father. But you have to understand that there is a rules, there are some rules, there is morality and all these things. So you can't, for example, I can't be your property, and it's not like usually literally only one person who is near with a single parent. It can be any other person who can play a role of a father. So it's like symbolic figure. It's not real. It can be in my imagination. So in child's psychic, it's like imagination. The important thing that I have a figure of mother. It's very important, and there is someone. Usually, it's father in a dipole drama. Okay. You didn't understand, yeah?
I've never had a father.
Okay.
Like my mother was a single parent.
Okay. So, but you passed this stage. It's obvious that you kind of look really brave. You have this morality. You have this rules. So that doesn't mean. So you passed this stage, and you have identification as a man.
Maybe I have any differences between
With them? I don't know.
between the guys who have father.
Maybe, but sometimes if there are real father, sometimes he can't play so good, role as a father. So sometimes in even families where we have two parents, it's not a good process of identification as, for example, in your case. Because looking at you, I can obviously see such things, because you're telling about family values, all these things. So that means you pass through this Dipole stage. So you got this gender identification, and you have this super ego. So this is the main profit from this Phallic stage, from this Dipole drama. So you solved this problem from a Dipole drama. But I don't know about other people, but maybe some of these guys, it's only proposal. It's not like true, but just example. Maybe some of them, they didn't pass through this Dipole drama. They usually people who become, when Freud was doing this practice, his clients, his patients, and yes, his patients. He didn't have clients. His patients were, most of them, they were this small Oedip. So this person who in adult age, they didn't kind of solve this Dipole drama. So that is why when, for example, I work as psychoanalytic, it's usually for them. Each client of mine, I usually help him or her to solve this drama, this Dipole drama issue. For example, the most common issue when people are coming to psychotherapist. It's not my case, I work with addiction, but anyway, yeah. So usually my colleague, yeah, they have this common issue. I can't get married. This is a really common thing. I can't get married. Oh, I can't divorce, but more often I can't get married, yeah. So, and if I can't get married, that means I had some problem during this dipole drama, according to this theory.
Можно спросить? Вы же сказали, что когда тебе просыпается, ты все не punish yourself. То есть получается то, что наше эго нас наказывает, то, что нельзя вот так делать, и это может отразиться на физиологическое состояние нашего тела, то есть мы можем заболеть и так далее.
Of course, yeah, all the symptoms, this is a good question, yeah. All the symptoms, yeah, all the symptoms, they become because you understand, yeah, we have this. And this is energy. And for example, if I have really strong superego and I have really strong instincts, and for example, I don't know, my relatives, they tell me, oh, you have to get married, you're already 35 and you're not married. Oh, actually it's here, because Western community, Western world, it's a little bit different, yeah, with these values. But for example, here it's a really common thing, yeah. A lot of pressure on me. And it's like I'm trying to suffer, not trying, I'm suffering actually from this pressure that goes from reality, from my superego, and I have another instincts. Maybe I don't want to get married, maybe I want to have a freedom all my life and to get this, I don't know how to say, to get this pleasure principle only be realized. Not only, but more than principle of reality, and a lot of pressure, and that is why how this symptom is appearing, because it's pressure from both, yeah, side, pressure from conscious, from unconscious, and it has to go some way, but usually it's not direct way. It's a really good question. It's not direct way, because we have this guard, and we get this symptom, but very encrypted way. So I have this stomach, heart attack, and all psychosomatic that we have now. So it's because of psychic, yeah? Did I answer? Yes, because of conflict. Because of conflict in my unconscious, because of conflict between super ego and id. Because here in ego, to survive, yeah, to survive, we have all this defense mechanism. Have you heard about this? Even the terms, yeah, the term, it's like military, yeah? It's like really like a war, yeah? Defense mechanism, I have to protect myself. And this defense mechanism, there are different defense mechanisms. One of them is repression. That was the first one who was described by Freud, yeah, when he invented this thing, this first model, yeah. But there are many of them. Rationality, I don't remember actually. Projection, it's also mechanism of defense, yeah, and many other mechanism, and intellectualization, many of them. Because modern psychoanalytic theory, it didn't stop on this only. And for example, now in the United States, it is more common. So they call it is ego psychology. So it's like direction of this psychodynamic, yeah, approach, ego psychology. So the way they treat patients and clients, they usually use this term as mechanism. So when you are, as my client, come to me, I'm trying to raise your structure of your ego, yeah, and to develop maybe some mechanism that you didn't use. So did I answer? Did you get, yeah?
Yes.
Any other question?
About electric complex, drama and stuff. If the person is homosexual, so you will feel attraction towards the same-sex parent, right?
You know that according to Freud, he was telling that our psychic has bisexual direction, so it works both ways. And for example, in Oedipal drama, it doesn't mean orientation and identification. It's different way. I can be really pass through this Oedipal drama, but I, for example, can be homosexual. I can be attracted to men or women because of sexual desires. But so how to explain? But if, for example, to this homosexual part, usually in this area they tell, maybe I'm mistaken because I'm not so professional in this scene, but you know, maybe that's true. There's some complication with the figure of father. Yes, it's I'm kind of didn't pass through this identification, but I'm not professional in this field. So just I'm afraid that I will lie to you. So, but you have to understand this, yeah, that sexual orientation and my identification is not the same. Because, for example, there are examples when men can have, you know, really kind of strong identification as man. So all these principles, and he can look like man, but he can be attracted and can be getting this pleasure only with men. So it's different scenes. Yeah. So you understand? With women, the same scene. I didn't answer. Yeah. Okay. I confuse you more.
Identification comes after Phallic stage.
Yes. You see, this is. So Freud also have this theory of sexuality development. So this is like personality. This is psyche, yeah? But there is also this sexuality development theory. And he says, he was the first one who told, when we were born, so we already have this sexuality. But because we are small, we are not separated from the real world, and we don't accept ourselves as an object, you understand? So when I'm born to this world, I am part of this world. There is no any borders between me, between my parents, and between reality. And in that sense, but I already have the sexuality, yeah? And in that sense, my first sexual object, how do you think, what is first sexual object? If there is no any separation between me and, for example, my mother, I don't know, it's just, I am the same. So psychoanalytics, they tell, Donald Winnicott, yeah, he usually is really famous with a child, yeah, psychoanalysis, and he was telling mother and a child is the same person. So my first attraction, so my first object of sexuality, where I get it from? Who is my first object of sexuality? Libido. It's concept of libido, my sexual energy. Libido has direction. In that sense, it's a good question. Libido has direction, but just imagine, when you were born, there is no borders between you, reality, and you and your parent. Who is, then where goes this libido? The sexual energy, where it goes? So my first object of sexuality is my mother. You understand? So it's my mother. And if to remember the theory of sexuality, the whole body, it's like erotogenic zone. So my whole body I can enjoy, yeah? So the first stage, it's, you know, this oral stage. I enjoy from my oral, yeah, it's mouth. Oral, anal stage, phallic stage we consider, then, well, but I don't know how it sounds in English. Latent stage, and then genital stage, you know, this is the same as the phallic stage, you know, that it's coming back, but it has a different name. So the first object of my libido, my sexual energy, it's external object, but I kind of take pleasure from my mouth, yeah. Then this goes to different, yeah, zone, and then I understand more about me as a personality. I have this division between me and my mom, and between me and reality. So ego, it's actually first concept that helps me to understand that me is me. But it's not like I'm part of someone else, because before we don't understand that we're part of someone else. And then we have this, how do they call it, narcissistic part of our libido. So after this external object, my mom, then myself, yeah, then I am myself, libido goes to me. So it's like narcissistic personality. So actually, I think, I'm not sure, but all these psychoanalytical people, they can describe this homosexuality theory in terms of narcissistic personality. So it's like I didn't pass through this narcissistic part, my libido stuck in the same, but I'm not sure, I can be mistaken. And then only, yeah, I have to understand that my libido has to find finally external object again. And if my libido finds the external object again in phallic and in genital stage, yeah, genital stage. So actually, in genital stage, you already have to find external object for libido, but it's not always happening like that. So it's not always, for example, object that the other, I don't know, gender. It can be the same gender, or sometimes it can be animal. It can be some, how to say, something. So you have heard about all these things, yeah. I don't know this English word, so sorry. It's like voyeurism, эксгибиционизм, то есть все вот эти вот девиации, они so all this deviation, sexual deviation, yeah, they cause because libido didn't find external object. So but according to Freud, libido can find any object. So it can be stuck with a person, with object, not necessarily human. Yeah, it can be animal and all these things. But in normal sexuality, it's like, yeah, it has to be another person. And I don't know, but because now I think it's like fashion, so now already nobody pay attention if the same gender or it's another gender, I don't know. So when Freud was describing this theory, of course it was like not really common, but now I do not know, not professional, so in that sense, but can just think something. But do you have any other question? So you got, yeah, this idea about Freud, psychoanalysis, about his theory of personality, and my question to you, so how do you consider this theory? Do you believe? So did someone find yourself in this theory, and do you now think, oh, I will be psychoanalytic? So we also didn't consider, you know, Freudian sleeps, these things that also shows us how our unconscious is working, not only dreams, not only with the help of dream we can see how our unconscious is working, but also some sleeps, if we forget names, if we confused with different words. For example, when I can't remember this word in English or in Russian, it also sometimes can be because some, I don't know, conflict in my unconscious. If I can't remember, for example, a name that I did know, but I hate this person and I forgot his name, yeah? Or as Freud, for example, give an example in one of his book when one of I don't know. He was politician, yeah. And when he came to a meeting, he told, "Okay, I'm glad that you are here, and I'm telling that our meeting is closed instead of opened." So it's like, and it's like it was his secret desire because he already wanted this meeting finished. So, and this is also these things showing us how our unconscious is working.